Stay tuned to the end of this video to hear a phrase that may stick with you forever. First of all, this is not a sob story. I repeat, this is not a sob story. This is not a negative story. This is an uplifting story about how to survive your last 5 days before you get paid if you are absolutely broke in the Philippines, particularly in the city of Cebu. Now, again, let me reemphasize, this is not a negative story. This is going to have a happy ending. We're all going to go play with unicorns and popsicles after this is over. So, let me get started. So how do you survive? 5 days with no money in Cebu, in the Philippines? Well, it starts on payday. You see, this month, when I give you a cost of living, I'm not going to give you food, rent, internet, the basics cost of living. I'm going to give you an every single peso on everything I spent cost of living, because I knew I was going to have to keep track of it that close just for a day like today. Now, I am not hurting for anything. I don't need anything. I am all good to go because I started at day one. And because I've kept up with my budget so well this month, the money has just run out because I just didn't have enough of it. It's not that I overspent or that I tried to live lavishly. I even met a girl this month that don't want me to spend any money on her or on us going out to eat, which I thought was very flattering. But let's talk about what we're doing today. I have about 520 or 540 pesos left. Today is Sunday. Payday is Thursday. Now what I've been doing is every time I go to the grocery store, buying myself just a little bit extra of things that are non-perishable, that I like to eat, that I can eat, and that will keep me from having to, I don't know, go eat at a friend's house. And this is what I did. I stocked up on Spam, canned tuna, some eggs. And you can't really stock up on eggs because they are perishable, but I'm going to buy some more eggs today. And if you put that in with that meat that starts with an L that everybody here loves so much, then you tend to have a pretty good meal. And it seems to keep me full for a very long time. So that's a plus. I would also buy a surplus, not to stock up on, but just a surplus in the last few days of potatoes and carrots and a few vegetables that I can fry in the frying pan that make good meals. Now, I'm not concerned about whether or not I'm going to have enough food, and I'm not concerned about whether or not I'm going to be so bored because I can't go anywhere and do anything with the money that I don't have. Because here's the thing, I haven't been anywhere and done anything with the money that I didn't have all month. So today's no different. Tomorrow won't be either. I guess what I'm trying to say to you guys is, this is the first time in years that I've actually been completely broke and been happy about it, been okay with it, been content with where I'm at.
Mama, take this bad job from me. Oh, I can't use it anymore.
It's getting dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, hey, yeah.
Now another reason I'm content with it is because I got a trip coming up that I'm really looking forward to. And even if for some reason, which I'm sure it will, but even if for some reason that doesn't work out, I found a few options here in Cebu to get my cost of living down. So, what did I learn? Well, the first thing I learned is I can't budget as good as I thought I could. I knew there was going to be a learning curve coming here, but I did not realize that it was going to be so steep. I didn't know that I was going to have to be so strict with my budget. But I put myself in that position by living in a 20,000 peso a month apartment. That was my own fault. It's about 1/4 of my income. And that was way too much. The electricity and water there is outrageous. 6,000 plus pesos a month. I think I told you guys that yesterday. And I just really overshot what I thought I was capable of. So my plan now is to fix it. I'm gonna go in here, I'm headed to Ayala in case you can't tell where I'm at. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna buy one soft drink because I happen to love Coca-Cola. So I'll get 1.5 liters of Coke. And I have a little bit of 1.5 liters left at home, and that'll be enough to do me. I have a almost full 5-gallon tank of water in my apartment, so if all else fails, I have plenty of water. I have juices in the refrigerator. I have plenty of things to drink, so there's no issue there. I don't mean alcoholic drinks, I mean plenty of things, you know, to drink, juices and waters and a few sodas, that kind of thing. So the moral is, I stocked up on the things that I needed to stock up on in case I ran out of money. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to buy a dozen eggs, or 14 eggs, however many they come in these packs, and some meat to put in them. And I have potatoes at home. I have food to cook is my point. And therefore, I will not be hungry before payday. Like I said, this is not a sob story. This is a don't do what I did story. I over budgeted, or excuse me, I actually under budgeted for everything. And I got myself into a little bit of a pickle. But I'm gonna get myself out with the help of a few friends inviting me to come visit. Hopefully that trip up there will work out, and if not, I had a conversation with a fellow YouTuber here in Cebu yesterday that was nice enough to offer his assistance in showing me places that I could rent. And I got some comments from some guys that I met on the street yesterday, who apparently have been here about 3 years, and said they would be more than happy to meet and talk with me about places to live. It's a good place, it's good people. We'll see what happens. So I put out auditions for models. Johnny Warrior thinks it would be funny if he auditioned, so I told him to bring a thong. Okay, so grocery trip is over. 150 pesos left. It wasn't bad. 4 cans of Coke, a dozen eggs, 1.5 liters of Gatorade. I thought that'd be better than another liter of Coke. So I got 1.5 liters of Gatorade instead. Some cheap sausages to put in the eggs. And a dozen eggs. Did I tell you a dozen eggs already? I feel like I did. So basically what this means is, for the next 4 days, I basically have nothing to do but shoot and edit videos. That's it. And that's a good thing. Focus, right? Now, I can hear somebody asking, how can you still have a smile on your face and be broke? Here's why. Number one, I know it's not going to last. But more importantly, number two, I am in the place that I have dreamed of being in for the last few years. Not only the country, but the actual city. I'm living my dream. And just because I don't have any money at the moment, doesn't mean I don't have any value. I'm happy, I'm content, I'm at peace of mind with the situation I'm in. I just have to take some steps to make it better. And you can be that way too. Don't get so discouraged. Like me, I was discouraged for a few days. At some point, you can continue to be a victim, or you can be a survivor. And that applies to everything in life. And it damn sure applies to me. I hope you saw the positivity in this message. I really do. This is not a sob story. This is a good thing. See you guys on the next one.